Hey, are we live already? Holy moly. Hey there, guys. I think we're live. I'm not sure. We're about to find out. Welcome, welcome. If we are live, we are cool beans. Hallelujah. What's up, guys? Hey. Welcome, welcome. Today is Tuesday, May the 4th, 2021. 1 o'clock p.m. over here in the Bay Area, California. Hope everybody's doing way too blessed to be stressed, and hopefully you guys get to watch this thing break past 60 cents over here. Early this morning we were passing 50 cents. I was trying to stream that live, and all of my devices decided to at the same time have to do system updates and app updates. And after a couple of hours of trying to fandangle with that, I just plugged everything in, let it do what it's going to do, and I went to sleep. Needless to say, I woke up not too long ago. Don't judge me. Yes, it's 1 o'clock. I don't think I went to bed till like 8 in the morning. So, anyways, here we are, back at it, doing a thing. Usually we listen to Tame the Ark in the background when we're doing our DOGECOIN watch. But right now his stream has been taken down temporarily. So, in the meantime, we're going to just chill. See if there's any other stations we could listen into. One thing we do got to do right quick, just to get it knocked out the way. You know what I mean? While we're waiting for this live action. I hope I see some of you guys today. I said, Dank Knowledge came by and visited me last night for a little tiny bit. That was cool. I always like when somebody pops in and says, hello. Live. Oh yeah, this the huge spike. $5 Doge price. Holy mackerel. That's not what we're trying to hear. I got sidetracked, y'all. I mean, we are trying to hear that, but we have to watch this super quickly. Because I think that when I'm showing these things are helping my videos to not get yanked. I think so. So far it seems to be helping. So if it helps, we're going to do it. Okay. I apologize that my screen has to be long ways. Unfortunately for my Weeble app, which I only use for charts, it won't let me see the ticker at the top. The live ticker. Long ways. How you call it? Yeah. Sideways. So, that's alright. We're going to get it together. Alright. Just get these things put together here. We'll be moving and grooving soon here. And whoop, there goes that. Thank you for standing by for that one. Whoops. Kick the brightness up a little bit here. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's watch this thing go. Let's watch this thing go. Alright. Switch this out. 1 minute here. Let me switch this. I hope Tame's channel come back on soon. Tame the Ark. I will put the link will be in the description. I'm going to fix the description and all that stuff shortly. I will fix that shortly. But in the meantime... Okay. It's waiting right now. The channel is loading up. Tame will be back soon. Okay, cool. That's what we're about to watch.
YouTube as soon as the power is cut back on, but we did have a lot of price action on DOGECOIN. So, if you guys have any questions, you can email me or message me on Discord. I have my power bank set up. I will try to answer all the emails and questions that you have about DOGECOIN. Don't ask me if it's a good time to buy or a good time to sell. I don't know your situation, because when I buy and sell, when I scalp, I just try to do scalps, quick scalps, day scalps. The weather is pretty bad here. The weather is really bad. It's cut off here. Cut off my internet, cut off my electricity. I'm just using my 5G right now.
That's why his stream went down. His power went down.
The Discord is in the video description. I'll try to get people into the Discord as well. I really don't think the internet will come back on in 4 hours. There's a transformer that's damaged because of the storm, so I will try to get back to you guys. Hey, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Like, this is all the light I have.
Bless his heart.
I have a candle. And I have a window. I don't have a laptop.
Oh no.
But here's what I can do. I don't have a laptop. I'm sorry.
Bless his heart.
Let me try to get another phone and get the Discord. I'll be right back.
Bless his heart. He's trying everything to dangle this stuff together too.
I have another phone here. I don't have the internet, so I'll have to turn on my data. I hope this doesn't mess up the YouTube. I'll turn on my mobile hotspot here. Alright, hopefully this doesn't really kill the stream.
Tony! Tony! How are you, dude?
Yeah, Adam should turn his PC volume on.
I am so happy to see you.
Adam's stream is in the YouTube channel video description if you guys want to view Adam's stream.
We're listening to Tame the Art's channel, and his power went out, so he's trying to work his best magic in the background technologically to get things working.
Better than nothing.
Of course it would go out right in an epic moment like this. Last night I was recording, well, early this morning I was doing my live stream. And of course, I run 3 devices. The main phone that I use to show my stuff to you guys, to share my screen. And then 2, I call it like the throwaway phones, Obama phones, you know. So one I can see the chat, and the other one I can have sound for the background.
Adam's audio is a little bit...
Anyways, all 3 of my devices wanted to tell me right when it was about to hit 50 cents, we had to do a system update. And then we wanted to do app updates. So, oh man, I had a hell of a time. I just finally this morning got a hold of the Metro and had them reset my data. So, thank you, Jesus. We're back up. We're cool. I'm glad you're doing real good, Tony. I love you, dude. So glad to see you. So glad to see you, dude.
Going here?
Oh, man, dude. You wouldn't believe it. Check this out. I got in on this sucker. The very first thing I bought was at 9 cents. And check that thing out. That thing is just cooking. I know you say you don't dabble with that, that coin trading stuff or whatever, Tony. And I got mad respect for that. No problem. But I tell you what, if I get blessed up that good, I'm going to send you a blessing. I'm going to send you some Doge.
Adam, on YouTube.
I think that would be cool. That would be hecka cool.
You know what feels bad? I was trading with my bot. Now I can't turn it. Look how many lives we have in the Discord. We have so many people sharing their screen in the Discord.
Right? That and probably Rick too.
Okay, let's watch Adam's stream.
Crypto down under. Are we in touch with Adam?
Bless his heart. He's trying to record off
No, I
of
don't think Adam's here
his
right
cell
now.
phone. He's usually got a bunch of computers and stuff to work with.
He was just here a minute ago. He was just moving stuff around.
Yeah.
I know somebody said I had to go.
Alright, so I don't know if you guys can hear.
I don't know if it was Adam or not.
That was Yukon, I think.
Test 1, test 2, can you hear me?
Tony.
So I'm new to this. I gotta get off here for a couple of hours. To give me a good idea to set a cell at 6, just in case it does reach that marker.
No, the internet.
Oh, hey, Tony, I forgot to tell you about, I didn't get to chance to type you a message of the email to respond back yet, but since you're here, I'll just tell you, hey, man, I seen your pictures with those, your lights and your cuttings. What kind of lights are those? Those look nice. They look nice, dude. Nice and sleek, not hecka bulky, and those are nice lights, dude. Hey, your cuttings look great.
It's probably gonna be higher.
Guys, can you hear the audio?
Mine at 683.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Yeah, this is
IO's back on Discord.
power outage.
IO, if you can hear me, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I saw that.
Anybody on Discord right now, if you haven't already, please, if you can DM IO, send him a word of appreciation. He's been here a while.
You can hear the audio?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna go get my power bank.
Been a part of the community, and
Bless his
ever
heart.
since what happened.
I'll try to get a charging set up. I have a...
Whoopsie. Touching stuff. Well, maybe we gotta go to Adam's stream since his is all messed up. Let's see. Poor guy. Yeah, he's having a power outage. That's whack. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't you know it? Well, we'll get there. We will get there. Poor dear. You know what? We got crypto down under. We'll hear crypto down under. His went out. Poor thing. Jeez Louise, that's really frustrating. That's okay. We'll hear crypto down under. That's Rex. Crypto down under. Let's see. Whoop. Yeah, let's see what's he got going on. Cool, his live stream is up. Alright, Rick. Oh, but he ain't talking. Rick ain't talking. He said, oh, say, they are 645 LED Pro. 220 volts. Lux. Dude, those are freaking clean. They look sweet. They look like they are for surely gonna get her done. I'm having a slight light issue with mine because my light can't get raised any higher. And it feels like I haven't taken a ruler to it, and I sure to hell don't know where my tape measure is. And I don't want to get no bills out and tape them together to measure right now. I don't feel like it. But it looks like it's a little bit less than 12 inches away from my top. And I don't like that. I want it to be at least 12 inches away from the tops. But she's okay. There's no light damage or anything like that. So at least that. Stand by. Let's see if we can find somebody else's stream here. Okay, dang, he's got a heck of them. Oh, those are previously recorded. Sorry for the holdup. Power outages for folks. Okay, let's hear this one. This channel's called Final Stand. I still got to fix my description section and all that fun stuff. Commercial. Here we go.
Maybe Scotty's down there scared. Scotty, are you okay?
I love this channel. It's a good one too.
He can speak English. He's
down there somewhere. He's probably, I bet you he's in his bed down there. I bet you he's sleeping in his bed right now, waiting for me to come down and play with him.
I'm still here. I'm just gonna dip out so I can fix my, not dip out of the video, but just out of the chat for a second so I could fix my description.
No, I don't think. I think I know what you're talking about. So there is another crypto called
Let me
Doge
fix this
token or
really
something
quick.
like that. No, it's not connected to Doge. Someone just made that name because they wanted to and they can, so they did. And they're trying to capitalize on the Dogecoin movement. Maybe they'll be successful. We'll see. We'll check out. We've been getting a lot of BTC talk. We'll go ahead and pull up BTC right now, and we'll see what BTC is doing. Is BTC about to go to the moon? But think about it. With this much talk about it, that's a positive sign for us. Very positive sign. And also, you'll notice the SafeMoon comments, they stopped.
Man,
I guess
I'm so glad I decided to do this thing.
They stopped paying people to comment because I
That's
haven't
for
heard
sure.
SafeMoon comment in a long time. And we stopped hating them. At first, we kind of didn't like SafeMoon. They stopped with the comments though, so I guess we don't hate them anymore. But we hope they do well. We wish them the best. They haven't been commenting. When's the last time we heard a SafeMoon comment? It's been a while. I think SafeMoon, it started, the energy behind it is kind of starting to go away a little bit. The energy is no longer there. The energy has focused from SafeMoon all the way over to Dogecoin. All the people who are liking SafeMoon, all the energy is now here on Doge. Think about this though. It feels like we're just having a conversation with two people, but we have 7,400 people watching. That's so crazy. I still, it's hard to even comprehend that. We have an entire school stadium full of people, a big school stadium, a massive school stadium full of people. It's like 5 schools. Your entire high school, every single person you know. We have 5 of those. 5 of those here right now. In every single grade of your high school, not just in one grade. A 2,000 person high school. We have about 4 or 5 of those right now. 4 of them. But oh my gosh, that's amazing. And it just feels like a simple conversation. It doesn't feel like we have that many. Right? I mean, tell me I'm wrong. It just feels kind of small. It feels kind of like a small community, and yet it's huge. We have a massive community. This is probably the #1 live stream on all of YouTube right now. I wouldn't be surprised. Is it? Someone check. Someone let me know.
It's
I hope it
probably
is, 'cause that'd be great.
second. I think Tame the Arcs is first.
From John Fox. I love it.
I don't know.
Do you think Doge will hit $1 by Sunday morning? Sunday, Doge Day. You can't go wrong with that. We'll hit $1. Maybe. I don't think that's off the table because
let's
we
do
do know
this.
often leading up to the catalyst is the biggest spike of all. With all the new exchanges, with all the new people that can buy. I hope it happens. $5 is the long-term price target. $1 is definitely possible though in the short term. Very possible. Would Dogecoin, and remember too,
Don't do it. Don't do
let's
that.
take a second to think about this.
Stop,
remember
please.
all the people, when I put
People
$1
walk, buddy.
in the
Don't worry.
thumbnail, remember all the people who said, clickbait, clickbait, Matt, you're clickbaiting us, you put $1 in the thumbnail. There's no way Doge is going to $1.
Oh, yes, it
Stop
is.
putting $1 in the thumbnail. That's ridiculous.
Here we go. I'm
You
back in the
can't do
chats.
that. You're misleading people. And
You
I
got
really
5
hope
of them
I
already.
actually
25
think
more
it's
lights to
$1.
go. Damn, Tony.
I actually thought I could.
Got a lot of work going on there, dude.
Yeah, sometimes
Man,
we put like
I admire that. You got a
Yeah,
life
that's kind of
where
what
you
we
can
do
just have like
that's like the high
projects and stuff like that. Have a nice yard and stuff.
But yeah, I mean, when you say 6'9" or 100.
Wait, do you got a dog,
the title,
Tony?
Yeah, it's mostly just for fun. We'll talk about it though.
Do you got a doggy?
We'll normally talk about it. What do you think the price will be in 5 years? $169 billion, obviously.
Yeah,
Obviously.
for sure.
The
Duh.
price in 5
Hello.
years, realistically though, $5 5 years. I like the ring of that. $5 5 years. Can we go wrong with that?
In 4
Can
years,
we go wrong?
Bitcoin
I
went
don't think
from
we can.
$1
$5
to
5 years.
$10,000
Welcome
per
to Bronze
coin.
from Kenny Smith, and it could happen. Keep in mind, it could happen way sooner than that. We could be sitting here 5 years from now and see Doge at $10, at $20. If all the right factors happen in place, if Dogecoin and cryptocurrency takes over the world and becomes the main form of currency, if we see the US dollar going down a lot, if inflation continues at the rates continuing at, if the US dollar, if more debt continues to pile up, it's not out of the question. And honestly, that wouldn't be ideal. Dogecoin $10 that fast.
Man,
US
I
dollar,
pray
like,
that
had
if
some
it's
big
God's
terrible things
will
happen
that
to
you
it,
get a
which a lot
dog,
of
that you
people
get him
who
nice
are
and
friends with
young,
and family with would
so
have
he's
their
gonna
life
live a
savings
long
go down a
life
lot.
for
A
you.
lot of people who aren't investing in Dogecoin would have a big risk involved with that. So we probably don't even want to see it go to $10 that fast, because that would mean a very, very bad thing for the US dollar, unless something crazy happens in the entire
And those
world.
deers of that picture that you sent me, those
Otherwise,
deers
I
were
want it to
just
go longer. I hope it
beautiful.
doesn't happen that fast, just because I don't want the dollar to collapse. Matt, me and my sister Gigi are big fans of your channel. Doge, let's go. We also got our 72-year-old mom in on Doge. 72-year-old mom, Mrs. Robertson, I believe. I'm hoping it's actually on your side of the family, so it is Mrs. Robertson. Mrs. Robertson, welcome to the Dogecoin family. You may be 72, but now you're brand new. You're nice and shiny and new with Dogecoin, which is awesome to see. So welcome everyone who is over the age of 70 is in the
Tony,
Dogecoin community.
it ain't easy
think
being
about how
cheesy.
cool it
I
is.
like that.
We have people right now.
I like that.
For the most part, people over 70 are really critical of Dogecoin. People in the older age ranges are definitely not a fan of crypto. So the people who are in it and who are older, huge shout out. You guys deserve a lot of respect and credit, especially if you've been believing in it since the beginning. Hopefully I don't miss this. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to miss it. Good, I got it. I caught it in time. Casey, coming in with the chat. Would you still be able to be the people's crypto if it reached between $100 and $1,000?
Nice,
sure, why not?
Tony.
Yeah, it can be the people's crypto. And, I mean, the reason why it's the people's crypto...
Who knows how long this climb can
that's just
take?
the truth. The people's crypto, meaning the government doesn't control it. The government can't control it. They can't print more. So all crypto is the people's crypto. The reason why Dogecoin is more of the people's crypto has nothing to do with the price. It's more of the people's crypto because of the community behind it. Because there's a lot of small investors. Because the
I already over tripled what I put in. And I only put in 3 weeks ago.
I mean, you know what I should do? I should pull up the Dogecoin price while we're
What's this
talking
say?
about that. Let's
Flash
talk about Bitcoin
offer
first real quick.
deposit.
I'll
No,
read a
no
couple of these chats
thanks.
here. Thank you so much for the chats coming in from Mac. See, we got the double Mac attack.
Ah, man, Tony, I'm doing so good. I'm doing really good. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you asked. I am doing great. Last night, well, I guess it wasn't last night. I know you will get a tickle out of this because I'm healthy and fine and I'm alive. That's fine, but it's funny now. Last night, well, I guess early wee hours of the morning, it was dark and I was tired and I was hungry as an ox. And I just reached for the first closest thing next to me to eat, and I found some bread. I didn't even look at that bread. I was just so hungry. I just grabbed a piece of bread and just ate that thing, and I thought to myself it tasted a little funny, but I didn't really think that much of it. And then all of a sudden, at the very last bite of the bread, I thought to myself, is this thing moldy? And I turned on the light, and I learned a hard lesson. That thing was moldy as a son of a gun. It was so green. I ate that whole sucker except for that green piece of bite. And I learned a lesson the hard way. Don't eat stuff before you turn on a light and look at it. Oh my God. I had to immediately take a bunch of baking soda to try to kill the germs and say prayer. Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. I woke up today healthy and fine. Thank you, Lord. But yes, life lesson. Please turn on lights to look what you're eating before you put it in your face. Oh my God. Jesus. Hey, at least De Niro was smart enough. I felt horrible. I tried to toss him a piece so he can have some. And after I seen it was moldy, I checked him to see, oh my God, please don't let him eat it. Like, he didn't eat it. He was smarter than me. He didn't eat his. Jeez Louise.
If you want to use that information and then buy Dogecoin with it, then maybe, just maybe, you can be making a smart decision with that. 100 Bitcoins.
Oh yeah, bro. We definitely got to get into some more random prayer calls. Those were fun. I definitely want to get into that.
Maybe Elon Musk has been in contact with Coinbase and he'll announce them launching on SNL.
That's for sure. I don't need to go to the doctor no time soon. And plus, you know what? I don't remember the last time I was sick. It must have been, wow, probably like at least 2 years or more ago. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my goodness. That baking soda really, I feel like it might be psychological, but I always take baking soda whenever I think about it. I don't have to take it every day, but whenever I think about it, I take it.
Let me go and I'll go and do
Enough penicillin for a year? Yeah, you ain't lying, dude. Oh my God. What a fool. Oh my God. That's for sure.
In the future, $4 billion market cap. I like BitTorrent right now. 37. I think it'll go up a lot. I think we're gonna see a BitTorrent spike relatively soon.
Oh my God.
Dogecoin right now.
Hey, you live, you learn, right?
Consolidation. That 56 thing is maybe holding
Dang
back
it.
some. 56. So a few red candles.
Oh my God.
Not ideal, but it's been going up so
Yeah,
much.
that
We're
shit
gonna see
was
something
hella
like that. That's the way
moldy.
it is.
God dang it.
$1.50 and I'll buy Tesla from James Haskinson. Hopefully, you'll be able to buy Tesla with Dogecoin, and Tesla will hold the Dogecoin. So you can spin that Doge, and Doge won't even go down in price, which would be the most ideal thing possible.
What in
Matt,
the
I've been
world?
here from the Dogecoin since Dogecoin was at 0.04. Matt, your words are real and true. Thanks for always keeping it real, bro. I love you and respect. From Prodigy Developer, I love you too. Respect. Respect. That's the best compliment, respect, because that's hard to earn. It's hard to earn. Elon retweeted SpaceX. Tell my lame old boss to buy Dogecoin, and tell him my Dogecoin has potential to be big. His name is Matt too. Oh my gosh! So your name's Matt, my name's Matt, his name is Matt. That's a triple Matt attack. 3 Matts in a row. If you put all 3 of us on the ground, that would be enough to do an entire yoga session. 3 Matts on the ground. That's a lot of Matts. That's a heck of a lot of them. But yeah,
The other night I was listening in one of the call-in shows. There was 3 dudes named Adam. And this chick piped in and it was hella funny. She's like, damn, what did I just walk into? The Addams family?
But you didn't.
That cracked me up.
Is because you missed out on the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, thank you,
Now,
Tony.
Maybe next time Matt tells you to invest in Dogecoin.
You know,
say,
I'm the
"You know
little
what?
engine that
I believe
could."
I'm gonna now switch positions with him. Matt is now officially the boss, and Matt is now the employee. They switched. Matt's one, Matt's the other. Matt Frazier is the boss now. You gotta switch. I think the only right thing to do here is step down as your position as boss and hand over the role there to Matt, the other Matt. I think we can all agree on that. It's time. You gotta do it. There's no choice now. There's no choice anymore. It's a must do. Brian as well coming in with the chat. I like it. The little yellow dude. We love the little yellow dude here. Let me go ahead and see. So a few more chats. Hopefully I'm not gonna miss these. I'll try not to. My best king coming as well. Can Dogecoin market cap get to 1 trillion? Yes, it can. It does have the potential to do that. I hope we'll see it soon, but it'll probably take a while, realistically speaking. New here.
I think it's going to get up pretty high after Saturday Night Live.
And you're subscribing. And you have
I wouldn't be surprised if this sucker crashes back down, but in a way, I hope it does. Want to know why? Because I'm in at 9 cents, so I'm not going to lose out, even if it goes all the way clean down. And then I got another chance to not have to sell anything, but to get to buy more at a small price.
We do have this community to thank for Dogecoin going.
I'm not worried. I already got almost 7,000 coins. Thank you, Jesus.
Why didn't someone let me know? Because he has a verified account, and we like to respond to verified accounts because verified accounts, we have influence. We have influence. And so hopefully we can get more verified accounts to talk about Dogecoin. So my best, talk about it. Talk about Doge on your channel, hopefully. Why not? Forget going to the moon. I'm aiming for the outer ring of the galaxy from Macau. You know what? I like the sound of that. We'll aim for the outer ring of the galaxy, the very edge, all the way down there, or up there, very far. Instinct Esports as well. Hey, you coming in with the Czar, the 14 Czar. I'm not sure how much that is, but that's awesome. Bought at 18 cents. Now I'm sitting at $120,000. Dude, Tanner, some big money coming in. You love to see it. Make sure everyone who made a lot of money recently, make sure to be enjoying life more. Enjoy life more. Be more happy.
I can't wait, man. If God blesses me to get so much money, I don't know what to do with it. And let me tell you something. I'm going to let you in on a little insider secret. Ever since I can remember, probably, oh man, probably like a late teenager, I guess. Off and on, I've been always getting these messages that God, to me, it's my own interpretation. God is telling me because I hate money. I hate that everything, you have to have money for stuff. I hate that. I've always been like that. Anyhow, God has been giving me this message that He's going to bless me with more money than I know what to do with because I really, really want to help people. So I pray to God that if God blesses me up with a lot of money, that I can, honest to God, help out people, that other people that already got tons of money won't go and help out. That's what I really want to do, help people out. Do random acts of kindness. Kind of like our random prank prayer calls. If I got a heck of money, I'd love to do some random blessings to just bless people. Maybe they can't afford to keep their house or something, and the Lord would bless me to be able to pay for it for them and give them the paper so they don't have to worry about anybody taking their house, you know? Things like that. Just random acts of kindness. That's what I really want to do if God blesses me up financially.
Now you have an opportunity to press this one 5,000 times. We can take it from its place right now and make it go
That would be
the
the best.
So let's go ahead and take that like button. For every other like button out there.
Ooh, let me hit the like
It's
button for
possible
him.
for like buttons to grow up and become 5,000 years. It worked! It worked! We did it! It's past 5,000. That Matt joke made my son laugh out loud. Yeah, well that's not good. What you said is not good. You said it made your son that mean girl. So your son is watching and laughing along. Think about how beautiful that is.
That's cool.
Families enjoying this show right now. Families watching this and their kids investing for the first time, laughing together, having fun, sitting in front of the iPad, the TV, the phone, whatever you're watching in front of. Enjoy that.
If this cryptocurrency trading thing really takes off and people like if homeless people start to realize that they can invest $1 or less, and if they know what they're doing, they can start to make money and they can be okay. If people that want to rob people because they don't got money and they can't pay for stuff, if they learn how to do this, they're not going to have to want to rob people no more. You know? This could be a really beautiful thing.
Doge to $100.
Not just Dogecoin, but just crypto trading in general.
But no, it'll take more than that. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. The math joke. I'd look at mine every 27 seconds straight to the moon from Jamie. Maybe that's a little too much. Oh no, but I know you're joking. You're joking. 27 seconds. Why not? Hey, it's worth it maybe if it makes you happy. Can you review Crypto Space Apes coin? Nope, I cannot. Thank you for all you do to the moon. From Caitlin Outdoors, $1 trillion market cap Dogecoin will be worth $5 maybe from Taylor as well. Well, we can actually, we don't have to. Yeah, so $1 trillion market cap will be around $5 in that area. Let's do the calculation. So
yeah, we're only at 56, but I want to check something really quick.
We'll go ahead and do the math on this. We will do the math and we'll figure it out. Actually, no, I don't feel like doing math. Someone else do the math.
Excuse my search history, right?
Someone else know. Do the math.
How
$1 trillion market cap. It will be. I think it'll be a little less than $5. It'll be close. It'll be in that range. I'm holding until I can pay off my wife's school loans from Robbie.
How long did it take Bitcoin to reach
school? Perhaps it's not worth
10,000?
Have we thought about that yet? Maybe it's not worth spending money on school. It probably isn't, to be honest. You can either spend $80,000 on college, or you can spend that $80,000 on Dogecoin.
I'm just curious.
Which one's better? I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But technically, I mean, most people take loans
price
out
history.
to go to college. And so if you take a loan out, then you couldn't take a loan out to buy Dogecoin.
The first price increase occurred on 2010, when the value of a single Bitcoin jumped from around 0.0008 to 0.08 cents, so 8 cents. It has undergone several rallies, blah blah blah, it's crashed. Let's see.
I like all of those. I don't know, maybe not chief marketing officer, because then if I was a marketing officer, then I wouldn't. I mean, I cover the bad things too. When Dogecoin goes down, we cover it, right? So I wouldn't say that chief marketing operator would never do that. So maybe
well, it's not telling me, and the rest of the page is blank.
I'm holding until I can pay off. Oh dang! I keep thinking there's a no chat, and it ends up being the same one.
Let me see.
Oops.
Let's see how long it takes to reach 1,000. 28th of November, Bitcoin passed 1,000. So it started in 2010. It was at 8 cents, and in 2013, it was at 1,000.
Doge to $5. Can Doge reach $800?
Okay.
No, probably not. I mean,
when did?
I mean, oh man, just imagine Dogecoin at $800.
Coin start.
There's not enough money in the world for Dogecoin to realistically go to $8. I mean, well, there's enough.
2013.
Is there? I don't know how much money.
For the initial release.
Can someone calculate that? I feel like there's not even an accurate.
Block reward 10,000 Dogecoins as of February 2018.
Really calculate that. You can maybe
so this thing could shoot off.
How much money, if every single penny
much faster than we expect? It is a chance.
Cryptocurrency into Dogecoin. If every single dollar, every single type of currency, all of it went to Dogecoin, what would the price of Dogecoin be? We'll have to look at that. That'll be funny. That'll be fascinating to see. Oh, Dave Barger says Doge $1 trillion market cap is $7.69. Thanks, Dave. Dave just did the math for us. So it's $7.69. Perfect. At $1 trillion market cap. Thank you for the math, Dave. We didn't want to do it on live. That's too much work. Which app? It's actually not that much. We're just being lazy. Which app holds most of your cryptocurrencies? And we're normally not very lazy, are we? We normally work pretty dang hard, but right now we feel like being lazy. Just enjoy the Dogecoin spike. Girl Talk Stocks. Which app holds your most currencies? Right now, it's divided up between multiple apps. So Robinhood, Crypto.com app, Binance US. Then also, I do have a few other ones. I have Coinbase. I have eToro, which I don't have
the Arts back on live. Let's see what he's talking about.
Chad, thank you. Yes.
He's trying to work off of his phone.
Pretty much a scalp zone in the range of 575 on the high and about 561 if you want to have it hit on the low. The 558 to 557 on the low. It looks like we have that come down. Shape this nice little V. We may have it pop back down again. It goes so volatile, which doesn't want to provide on the Q it does. But when we come back, then we kind of test this little 5 area of resistance at 557. I don't anticipate it kissing past there. You know, and if it does, you know, the next area of resistance probably be just a shade under that.
Quit giving me TradingView ads.
Yeah, we're just trending up now. Yeah, the candles are kind of lighting and getting bigger as they go. So that's good news. That's only 1 minute. So back out to the 15. And yeah, it looks like we formed a nice little cup with a little tiny handle.
I'm going to quit using TradingView. It has an advertisement every second. I'm sorry.
Turn around here in the next 15 to 20 minutes and kind of go parabol.
TradingView.
Up to 591.
TradingView has an ad every second.
It kicks out of it just briefly kicked out of this original bull. Well, we call it the engulfing candle, but it's really.
I have to get the chart back up. The advertisement's really messed it up.
It pushed out past.
Guys, go to.
Didn't quite get all the way back to this other point of the.
Go to video description. Check for Adam's stream. He's streaming as well.
Okay, let's see.
Somewhere in there.
And current update, the power is out right now. We are trying to watch Doge. I'm still trying to get people in the Discord as well.
Consolidating down here in the probably the 557 to.
Yeah, there's Adam had a stream. If you guys want to check the video description.
Range that might have a little bounce and consolidation.
It's not in the video description, bud.
And improve the handle with the, you know, so like cup handle, a little bit of bounce and consolidation to a parabolic. This is looking like a really nice bull flag. The bulls seem to be winning today for sure. I'm not hedging, you know, my bets on anything other than I love Doge, full Doge, and that's it.
Let me get the chart up.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Rick.
I just got one question. Good. Anybody remember 2 days ago when I was like, we're going to take a little breather around 56, 57? Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, but it's going to consolidate here for a while, it seems like.
Hey, quick question.
Go ahead.
This is a newbie question, so bear with me. What are areas of resistance? Can somebody explain that to me, please?
Oh boy.
Well, Rick, since we have Rick here, Rick, would you like to answer that?
Sure. Let me grab the link to my stream, and just in case you can't see my screen, what I'll do also is stream my.
Let's see if he's got Adam's
Discord here.
stream on his description yet. Let's see, hold on.
1080p, go live, there we go. Alright, and I'll grab the
Nope.
YouTube stream as well in case it fills up in here and people want to see. 1 second. So yeah, I can see that, g'day, I can see that triangle forming as well. It's pretty clear. Alright, I'll put it in the general chat. The link to my.
Is that advertisement? TradingView, come on! Which on the advertisements everywhere?
Wow, lots of messages in here. Okay, there we go. So. At 58 cents, there's 21.
So guys, right here, what you're seeing,
for sale there.
there is a little bit of recovery on Doge.
Through that sell wall, that 21 million sell wall.
Alright, there it goes. This is a little bit more clear. There we go. I am using TradingView to track the RSI and the price level for the current volume. We did experience a nice rise in Dogecoin price today. It went up over 30% more than normal, so that is something to take into consideration. Guys, we did have a run up, so these dips are expected to happen. If you buy these dips, it could still run up. I have the video title 69 cents before. Dogecoin could still run up to 69 cents. Look, we are heading back up here. We had a nice little dip on this 1 minute mark. The RSI is about 50 right now. It's between 40 and 60. I can tell right there. The numbers are right here on the side. Right here, the numbers for the RSI.
Tony, yeah, I won't eat nothing else without turning on the lights, I promise you.
RSI as we,
Good to see you, dude. I love you.
Right now. I am streaming from my cell phones. I have 3 phones that I'm working with right now.
Me too.
My power did cut out because there is a storm and a transformer was damaged. I do recommend you guys look at Rick's or Adam's YouTube channel if you would like to see more in-depth chart analysis. If anybody on the YouTube is on the Discord, could you please link Rick's YouTube as well for viewers to see? If you have Rick's YouTube, just put it in the YouTube comment below, and that will be very helpful, as I am not on a laptop or a desktop. A real good viewer Windows. You guys want to see my Windows view? Well, we are doing a little bit of a dip right here. I'll show you after this dip. This is a huge candle volume. Let's change this. Let's go up to the 5 minutes. For the 5 minutes, it doesn't look that bad, actually. It looks like a little staircasing upwards after a small dip. For the 5 minute, the RSI is probably about 46, 47. I'm not 100% accurate. The RSI is right here.
Thank you, Tony.
You know what? I think the phone's zoomed in, that's why.
I love when you say that. One love and love one another. I love that.
Super zoomed in.
Thanks for chilling with me for a bit, dude. I will catch you whenever I catch you.
We can't see the RSI levels, though. Upper band's 60, lower band's, mid band's 40. I'm trying to get all the, crypto down under stream. Yes, guys, look at crypto down under stream as I get this set up. I'm currently working back. What is RSI? Quick explanation. RSI, relative strength index. Closer you get to 100, closer you get to this line, the more overbought the currency is. Closer to 0, the more oversold it is. So the more room it has to go down. Right? Look at this. Right here we're about halfway. It has room to go down or up right here. The RSI. Okay, I'm back on the Discord. This phone probably needs a little bit of electricity as well. So let me plug this phone in. Keep everything running nice and smooth. Guys, take a look at Rick. Rick has the YouTube up. He actually has the charts up as I'm speaking.
Let me see what's his chart.
Take a look at Rick.
Give me a second.
I'm gonna put the Discord back on as well. I'm gonna put the Discord as long as well. Guys, Woody put Rick's channel. Let me sorry.
Is Rick talking?
I'm gonna pin this message.
No, that's not even live. Hold on, here it goes.
$8 million.
No, he is talking.
So that's a lot
Go
of
to
buying.
Rick's channel, Crypto Down
That's
Under.
not to say we
It's
can't
the
get
white
through
circle with the
because last
kangaroo.
night we
If you're looking for his
smashed
channel.
through a wall of 100 million Doge, which was $50 million. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Hey, sorry to interrupt. Just a quick question about the numbers you're showing there. I'd imagine historically, as we get closer to those numbers, as we get closer to those prices, you'd see those order numbers change, right? I mean, I'd imagine not that people...
Whoopsie. Whoopsie, I touched something. crap. My bad.
As we approach that number, is that right?
A lot of these numbers, by the way, will be bluffs. It's sort of like playing poker. You bluff your opponent, right? People on the sell side that are trying to manipulate the price down, like especially the market makers, like the whales, they're going to be trying to encourage people, or they're trying to perpetuate the fear, like so that the price stays down. The purpose for that is accumulation. They want to buy more Doge at a cheaper price. They don't want to buy it like up high. So yeah, that's the way that works. And it happens on the opposite side as well. Like they'll hold the price up artificially just by putting massive walls up, usually well under the actual price, because they don't want to. The whole point of like bluffing an order is that you don't want it to get filled. Like, so I've seen many walls, like the price will approach the wall and then all of a sudden at the blink of an eye the wall gets taken away because they don't actually want that order to fill. It's just there for the purpose of spooking everyone or like, changing everyone's mind or, yeah. So if I take this away...
Rick, sorry, could I interrupt for a second?
Sure.
So those walls, they're actually orders that haven't been fulfilled to psych out. Right, so
yes.
They're not actually, they haven't done anything.
No, they're just hypothetical, like buys and sell, they're just bids. So they're not filled yet. This list above here that I'm showing on my YouTube stream, these are actual executed orders, ones that have been filled, so they're real. So I guess if you want to get a sense of actually what is happening, like this sort of tells you what of those orders have actually come through. So I've got these filtered out as well. I'm only showing orders of 50,000 and above. I can change that. Like I can go, if I open up the settings cog here, see how I've got minimum amount filter? If I change that to 100,000, this will tick by a lot slower, but I'll only get information of really large orders that will, move the price. So look at these ones coming through, 291,000, 155,000. So yeah, and the vice versa, like if I was to just change it to 1 or 10, you'll see it tick past really fast because there's lots of little orders that are going off all the time.
You might find out real quick. I just got a notification saying from Gemini that they're going to be accepting Doge soon to buy and sell.
Awesome. So
that might be
really cool.
Oh yeah, that's going to cause some kind of... When that filters through, like it might take a couple of minutes, but it might be enough to get us through and up. Okay, so from a technical analysis point, where we're at... Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. I'd actually heard that news earlier today about the Gemini.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'd actually heard that news earlier today about Gemini accepting trading Doge.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just got a notification from their app specifically, so I thought maybe that would be different.
Yeah. Alright, so we've got lower highs, but hey, we've also got higher lows.
Hey.
So it's not over. Like the bull, like this uptrend's not over. This is just a bullish continuation pattern, which means we've had that high point and now we're just consolidating sideways.
Let me transfer this sound over to my Bluetooth speaker.
Buyers' confidence.
Give me a second.
A lot of people are just sitting out and they want to know that the trend will continue before entering. So what I mean by that is buyers are looking at the same pattern. The way to play this pattern isn't to enter a position inside the triangle. You take a position outside the triangle because you're waiting for confirmation of a break. So if we break to the upside here, your entry would be somewhere like here, or probably just above the resistance here. And that's...
And where do you place the lines?
Which line, sorry?
So where do you decide to
like
form
these.
a triangle.
Oh, right, these lines. Yep.
What are
So
the high points and the low points?
yeah, you know, you get as many touches as you can between, like, you know, it can be a combination of candle bodies and wicks as well. But just as long as you get sort of like a general feel for it, you know, as price moves, these can be adjusted to just sort of give you a better, like, feel for the, like, where things are headed. Like, you know, in an hour's time from now, like, or sorry, like, when my chart here reaches 9 o'clock, this could change to something that looks more like this, because this might come up and come down, come up, more like that. Whereas with the candle information we have now, it's looking more like this at the moment, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, awesome.
But, you know, a triangle like this doesn't look as good as a triangle like this, because we want to see more touches and more validation of this being a trend line. So this bottom line's a lot cleaner and clearer, because, you know, we've got 3 major reactions off it. So
and you want to buy and sell outside of those. Outside of those.
That's right. So that's the difference between trading from anticipation and then trading from confirmation. So you always want to be trading off confirmation, not anticipation, because you don't want to guess. You want to stack the odds in your favor. Yeah.
If you trade inside the triangle, I would say that you're gambling, not trading.
That's right, exactly.
That's right.
You're rolling the dice because there's still a chance of a breakout or a breakdown. Generally, this is just like a ballpark figure, but the breakout to the upside in this scenario would be about a 70% chance. And then, you know, obviously the breakdown to the bottom, that leaves 30% chance of it failing. So it's, yeah, you're just playing a game of likelihoods. Like, you want to, it's all about probability. So it's kind of like poker in a way. Like, when you're playing poker, it's a game of probability.
Or we're playing roulette, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So that trading is just probability. Yep.
That pattern is not called
symmetrical triangle.
Yeah, or how do I say? Pennant.
Pennant, yeah, I can see it as a pennant. Yeah, the point is, they all suggest the same action, which is price coming into the pattern from below. So it's coming in an uptrend, and then it's consolidating, and then there's going to be, we hope, a continuation of the trend. But that's not confirmed yet, because we're still inside the pattern. We're waiting to see, like, which side, like which resistance or which support breaks, and then we can reassess from there. If it does break down to the, you know, if it breaks support and we go down further to the downside, that doesn't mean that it's all over. It just means at this point in time, this current movement,
oh my gosh,
you know, is looking for further support at a lower price. So I would say, you know, this yellow line at the moment, this 47 cents, we had a bit of, like, on the way up at least, there was a lot of support, there was a lot of buy pressure, and you can sort of see we spent a lot of time just above 47 cents before we made this run. So that's going to act as some kind of significant level there. If I turn on the volume profile, this shows you where, you know, in this sort of sample of candles here, it shows you where, you know, the volume is sitting, or where the volume has been traded the most. So in this case, it's there. And you can sort of see that represented. You can see the candles pass through this area the most. Like, this is the noisiest area. Whereas you can compare it to this area. Look how, like, quiet.
By the way, to my people, if you're listening to this,
more over here. So that's
and you heard me say that
in the profile.
If you can get in anytime before 50 cents, you're cool. Anytime before 40 cents, anytime before 50 cents, you're cool. It's not too late for you. It's not too late for you.
Once we break through the traffic,
okay,
you know, the car
When this
speeds
coin
up.
cost
It's like being on a
$1,000 a
highway.
coin, $10,000 a
You hit
coin,
areas of
you
traffic
would have
and
wished to
hit
God you
areas
wouldn't have
of
thought you
no
were too
traffic.
late at 56
So,
cents.
Sorry, Adam. You know,
this
you
is Alex.
just throw
Never buy on the blue when it's up high, always buy on the red when it's down low or almost at the lowest. While it's going up, be patient. Make sure it's going to be at that blue for a second at the top of that tip. That's when you would sell if that's what you were choosing to do. At the red, when it's at the bottom of the red, and deciding whether it wants to go back up or back down.
If we break through that,
As long as it's going down and you can tell, you could try to hit it at the lowest. That's the best time to sell. Then you're going to cap up on some extra fundage, extra coins.
Above, you know, say this point here, like this is the all-time
This
high.
is the stuff I wish they would have taught me in school. Man,
the all-time high,
I tell you what.
You basically turn this indicator off because it's not really, well, you don't have to turn it off, but it's not giving you any.
I'm gonna zoom out for a little bit.
Because there's no traffic ahead, it's just blue skies.
Look at 4 hours.
Exactly. Yeah. If you
Looks like we're going down.
Like,
no, we will be going back up.
Perfect little symbol for this. Okay.
That's the 4 hour.
Let's say
Let's
we've
check
taken
the
off
30
in an
minute.
airplane, and we've taken off from the airport. There's a huge bunch of clouds up ahead, and it's thunderstorm. It's like hailing and lightning. You're gonna get a lot of turbulence coming up through the volume, but once you get up over it, it's blue skies.
You go up over 20 cents in one day. That's kind of a big deal.
There's less turbulence.
40.45 at a low, 60.97 at a high.
I want to fly free, Rick. Rick,
And this thing, yeah, it goes down, but look at how much it goes down. Not very much. It's just increments of down, you know?
valid indicator
Look at this
might
thing.
be the order book to know how where to sell.
Up and away,
so
baby.
I guess the target
Up
for a
and
sell
away,
is,
baby.
oh, hang on a minute. We're just breaking down at the moment. Let's
Five,
just see
five,
what's
five, five.
happening.
That was cool to see.
So we want to see, I guess we want to see where this is going to get caught, and look, if you look at the volume profile, it's highly likely that we slow down on this dip at this level, which is, you know, 53.7 cents, basically 54 cents, I would say. That's where we'll find support if this continues to fall. It looks like we're already sort of wicking up now. Like, this could just be a fake out, so that's when the price falls out of a pattern and then jumps right back up into it. So I guess you could say that this isn't confirmed yet, this breakdown, because the candle hasn't finished yet. It's still active for another 2 minutes and 23 seconds. Let's zoom out to like an hourly time frame as well. We'll check the EMAs too. So let me just turn off this volume profile just so we can really see what's happening. Okay, so from an EMA perspective, like the cross on the 1 hour chart, we're still very much within a bull signal here, like a buy signal. So this is still in effect, it's still in play. You know, it's very healthy for the price to come back and get back in touch with the blue line or the orange line and then bounce off it as support. You can see instances of that on the way up. Like, see here, we actually went below it. It didn't mean it was the end of the trend. It just, it needed that support. It needed to find that support before we could continue higher. So you could say these pullbacks we've seen are actually less severe than this one, because this one actually broke through and like wicked down below the blue line. So we haven't even come down to the blue line just yet. Okay, that's the 1 hour chart. It probably tells a different story on the 15 minute, or I know it will. Yep, so we're still within this bull rally, I guess you could say, this current rally. We might get a death cross or a sell signal when these EMAs cross. It might happen around here somewhere. That's if the price is to continue to fall. We'll get that. But that's not going. That hasn't happened yet. So don't panic. We still need the confirmation of these candles closing. You know, and not being bought up. We want to see this with the wicks. We want to see long tails. that indicates buy pressure, or buys coming in and rescuing the price and pushing it up from that low point. On the 5 minute, I think we were just on the 5 minute, yeah, we've had that sell signal there. But, you know, signals on the 5 minute and the 1 minute, they can come through thick and fast. Like, they can, yeah, like right here, look at this one. There's an example of us getting a sell signal, and then the next candle, it's a buy signal. So it's like, yeah, the lower time frames are a bit noisier. Like, you'll get more signals in a shorter space of time, especially through, like, look at all here. Look how many signals it's giving.
So for those that want to scalp, would you say that when it's consolidating, that's not a really good time to be scalping, or you know, when it's getting close to that to that end, like, you know, to the breakout point, would not be a good time to be scalping?
So best time to scalp is when the trend returns, or like when you get a continuation of this. So right now, this is like sort of like an indecision sort of pattern that we're in. Like, we may not have broken out of the triangle. Like, there might be people that have drawn it differently. Like, they might have it looking something more like this. You know, it's just sort of like at your own discretion, or like at your own subjectivity, where you draw the actual, you know, support line here. But I think, yeah, something like around here is like a good ballpark. I know it excludes these wicks, and you know, it misses some of these candle bodies, but you're just looking for like a nice average line that goes through, you know, the rough area. So now what else are we going to look at? One second, just going to lock that line.
Hang tight. Let me see if I can find something else. I love Rick.
Yeah.
I love him. I love him. Go check him out. Crypto
EMAs,
Down Under.
you were asking, like,
or we switching between channels.
If you turn on the EMA tool and you look for, you start at the higher time frame.
Let's go back to Tame. Listen in on him.
The EMA's covering down through them. You know that you're basically on trend.
Oh, he's listening to Rick also.
Rally up. So that's when you can jump down to the smaller time frame, like the 15 minute. And yeah, you want to be scalping.
I don't know where Adam's
the
channel
angle of
is.
The price is like on a strong, steep trend, because there's more momentum. You know, on a pullback, the next move's likely to be higher on these pullbacks in a strong uptrend. When price is just kind of traveling sideways like this, there's less bias to up or down. It's just more neutral. So that means, like, it's basically, they call it chop or just noise. Like, it's a lot more unpredictable. Like, there's no clear direction or bias. So you want to wait for the...
Like, if you were to sell right this second in hopes to scalp a buck, I mean, a penny or whatever. If that thing, after you hit sell, if that thing starts to go blue, you're going to be mad.
In the Discord channel.
So that's why you got to be patient.
I've been listening to you guys since since the GME war broke out back in February.
He's screaming. Hold on.
I just want to tell you guys, how much.
Sorry.
What is YouTube doing? Why is it zooming in like that? That looks a little bit better.
Oh boy.
Someone kick Mike K.
Like, if you follow me and you find
like I run into difficulties, and my stream drops out. Jump across to tame stream because like we have similar information going. We're usually focusing on similar activity on the market. So yeah, you can think of us like partner streams in a way, partner channels.
Partner channels.
Yeah, remember to hit the like button.
Everybody helping everybody to get this info out.
Sorry, go ahead. We were gonna answer.
Happy birthday, Elon Musk's son! See how that blue line is starting to tease. Red, blue, red, blue. See right there? Now if you would have sold at this top one right here, this top red one right here, this tippity top small one, and been fast enough to get back in right here where it's trying, you would have came up on a little something, if that's what you're into. For me, I started in and I didn't sell nothing, but I played with a little bit of it when it was in the 30s, in the high 20s. So I didn't do anything too drastic. I just was trying it out, and it worked out in my favor, so it was okay. But for me personally, everybody do their own thing, please. I cannot give any financial advice. All I can tell you is that what I'm doing seems to be working. I've tripled what I've put in the past 3 weeks. I started April 17th, I think. Hold on, let me show y'all something. While this is going down, making up its mind, give me 1 second. I'm going to kick on my privacy screen so I can put in my code, and then I'll be right back. Hold on. Of them, but my first one, check this out. Bam, look at that. At the very top, by Doge, 1 Doge equals 0.0953 USD. April 13th, 2021. I got 300 Doge at 9 cents. How about that, y'all? That's how my little journey started, right there on April the 13th. And ever since then, this thing hits them pretty good. Give me 1 second now.
Close off the chat real quick.
Going pretty good. I'm pushing $4,000 right now, and I put in about 1,300, just to be honest. I hope people are rooting for me because I want to help out people hecka bad. Yes, I would like to help myself out a tiny bit, but I don't want no mansion or Mercedes. I just want a little piece of land so I can grow my own food and medicine and be left the heck alone. Just to enjoy my life. Grow and be by myself. Some people don't like to be alone. Me, I'm the opposite. I love people. I love people so much. But I can love people the best when I'm left the hell alone. That's for damn sure. You leave me alone, you're going to get the best version of me. That's for sure. Man, then I got time to just be in my peace, in my joy, just chilling, bebopping. That's what I like. I don't like to have neighbors and housemates. I don't like apartments. I don't like all that. I'm happy with the motorhome. Even a little house someplace small. Just something, just a little something. Mostly just want some piece of land someplace. It don't gotta be big at all. We're gonna go back to Rick's right quick. Rick's channel, Crypto Down Under.
The whole point is, you're just looking for lower highs, like with triangles, lower highs and higher lows. They might not all line up perfectly, but you know, a triangle in theory could look something more like this. I'll just grab a shape. Like sometimes you'll get a triangle that looks more, you know, like a big scoop. Like this, you know.
Obtuse.
Yeah.
I wish I could find Adam's channel.
It's convex, or concave rather. And maybe that, you know, some people identify trends like that, like where, because they want to see it touching more, you know, they want to see it touching the candles, wicks or tips. But the whole point is, whether it's, you know, touching the wicks or candle bodies, it doesn't really matter too much. I mean, it's better if they do, but the whole point is, it's just showing the same story that we're...
Yep. See, if I was waiting on the buyback...
on volatility and consolidation.
I would be buying back in here.
That's the general idea.
If I was.
That's what's happening. That's what's going on here.
Just going to try to go to the moon.
Because a lot of times when you go out to further time frames...
Damn, my phone is hot as hell.
Like, everything together so that you can see further back time frames is weird and evil.
I'm going to slap this phone up in the window, y'all.
Yeah, if I go into
so I can cool down. Because this thing is hot. Did all them system updates and crap early this morning. That thing took so long. Oh my god.
Yeah, like you said, really long.
Anyways, let me put y'all up in the window so y'all can get some. This phone can cool down.
If I go on the weekly and I reset the chart here, the logarithmic scale is basically a view of percentage change rather than, you know, this is called linear. This is a linear chart. Everything has equals, like every price interval is equally weighted, whereas on a logarithmic chart, every price interval is weighted by percentage. So, like look what happens to a price range when you move it up on a logarithmic chart. So, this is the same $6,100 down here is a bigger percentage swing than the $6,100 up here. See, the prices stayed the same, but the percentage has reduced. It's squashed down to compensate for that change. So when it comes down, it's a bigger swing. When it goes up, it's a smaller swing. This is why people like to trade alts for gains, because the cheaper the coin, the more swing you get out of it, the more percentage change. Whereas a dispensable, like coins like Bitcoin, they're so high in price that you need to change the price so dramatically just to get 10% out of it, you know what I mean? It's so much easier to push around an altcoin and get like these swings out of it than it is to try and push around Bitcoin. Yeah, that's the logarithmic chart. You're sort of looking at things. This is linear, that's logarithmic, linear, logarithmic. So when you're on the like 1 hour and below, like you want it linear. Like you don't want to be using logarithmic. Like it's going to look very similar anyway. Like on the 1 hour, linear to log. Like look how similar those are. Like you're not. There's short time frames, but yeah, you're right. You're looking at a larger picture. Thanks, man. I love you too.
Aww.
Thank you to all the people that have subscribed and liked the video. And thank you for everyone that's tuned in and contributing. We've got a pretty cool community going on here.
Yes, appreciate how much in depth you went with that. Took the time to show everyone that and explain it to us.
No worries. My pleasure.
How often do you... Rick, you're such a beautiful specimen, dude.
He takes it.
Thank you.
How often do you update that as the movement goes on?
Update which
like
one, sorry?
Moving the triangle lines. Like,
Yeah,
let's say
it's...
the next candle drops. How often do you move it?
I guess it's when you get something that violates the triangle, like it invalidates the triangle in a very convincing way and closes down, like you basically scratch that pattern, like, you know, that pattern's over. This pattern, I would argue, is still kind of in play, like this consolidation. Another tool that shows it, this is a really good tool as well, the Bollinger Bands. So I'll turn off my EMA cross. The Bollinger Bands do a good job of measuring volatility. So when the bands squeeze, like down here, look how tight this squeeze is here of the price. That's indicating an area of low volatility. And usually what happens after low volatility is a return to high volatility. And what usually happens after an area of high volatility is a return to low volatility, and it swings back and forth like a pendulum. So I would expect these bands, these Bollinger Bands, to start squeezing together again as the volatility reduces. You get this tight squeeze, and then all of a sudden you'll get an expansion again when we break out. Hopefully it looks something like that, because that would indicate that the price has consolidated sideways, gotten boring, and then a breakout. You know, like, well, maybe not down like that, but like something like this, where the price breaks up again and you return to volatility. Yeah. So that might take a while. Like, we might be stuck in this consolidation for a bit of time because, you know, we've done so much so quickly. It needs time to cool off. But RSI is looking good. Like, we're coming back to sort of neutral territory there. So that's, yeah, good sign.
I feel like we have the same conversation.
I have a question.
Yep.
What do we look like yesterday around this time?
Yep. So that would be around 6 o'clock my time or 7 o'clock my time yesterday. That was just here. Just here. This is like this time yesterday. This little run up.
Right.
Is the same sort of time as here. So this whole price action here is 24 hours or 1 day. Yeah, there we go. You can sort of see it. It measures the time. 1 day, 96 bars on the 15-minute chart. 1 day on the 1 hour chart, of course, is 24 bars or 24 candles. On the daily chart, 1 candle is 1 day. Changes as you cycle through it.
Hey guys, I don't have access to my computer right now. Can I get a TA, please?
Yep, so we're just consolidating sideways at the moment. There hasn't been any, you know, continuation of the uptrend, and there hasn't been any significant breakdowns or you know, trend reversals. So I would say we're going to be in this kind of consolidation for some time, like maybe the next couple of hours at least. But, you know, there's no guarantees in crypto. Like, things can change at the drop of a hat. So we just have to keep an eye on it and see what happens.
Hey Rick,
Hey, man.
just another question from a newbie. Basically, let's say this is like very general. You go to sleep at night, obviously, and you're not going to keep your eye on it. What is advisable to do? Like, sell before going to sleep, or just leave it there, or just put in some orders? What do people usually do?
So what I do, because I'm either like sometimes I'm forced to be a swing trader if I get stuck in a position, but if I'm scalping and I want to go to sleep, usually I won't take another order. I won't get into another position before going to bed. Like I'll just be in Tether or dollars, you know what I mean? I'm hedging to something that's stable until I wake up the next day and I want to start trading again, and then that's when I can buy into the next position. So that's what I generally tend to do if I want to sleep peacefully. If I'm in a trade, if I'm already in a trade and I want to go to sleep, like you can set price alarms or alerts to, you know, wake you up if you want to be awake for something happening. Like, you know, you would set an alert for, like,
see this
if I was
alert?
to go to sleep right now and my buy position was somewhere up here, and I want to know about it if there's going to be a drop. First of all, I would have a stop loss. Like I'd probably put a stop loss here at 53 cents because, you know, you want to put your stop losses just underneath support because support is likely to hold the price up. If support breaks, there's a high chance that the price will fall further once. And it's the same on the resistance side. When resistance breaks, you're likely to move higher. But if resistance holds, you get the price rejection and then you get forced back down again. So it's all about, you know, supports and resistances where you place your stop losses or your limit buys.
So, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So how do you, so basically, if you were to go to sleep now, you would make some orders that are outside of the triangle, yeah?
Like,
outside of the resistance points.
Yeah, so if I was, hypothetically, if I was in a trade that was like, you know, I'll turn off the Bollinger Bands here, go to the higher time frame. If I was in a trade and, you know, this is just an example, this is not like, okay guys, set up a stop loss here, but this is an example. Like, let's say this line here, this looks like a line of support. We've had a lot of sort of price action around this line. I'll make it 3 pixels and dashed. So basically you would set a stop just below that wall. Usually it's represented on the order book as a huge order, like a wall. So you want to place your stop losses just below the buy wall, because if that breaks, you're likely to go further down, and you know, it's better to
show that buy wall again, just so I can put the two into context.
Yeah, so like I've used this sort of level. Okay, so there's a bit of a wall at 50 cents. So you see how there's a large chunk of orders waiting to get bought at 50 cents. If we break down to 50 cents, you'd likely see a bounce off it on the order book. Are you watching my stream?
Oh, okay. I am watching my Discord. Yeah, I just don't know where the order book is, or which I should be looking at.
Okay, are you on Binance?
I'm on Binance, yeah.
Yeah,
okay. And TradingView. I've got my own TradingView chart set up as well. But I'm looking at your stream.
What's your stream called?
Okay. Crypto down under with spaces. Crypto space down space under.
Because I'm just kind of wondering where you're getting the lines in there. What the lines, the horizontal lines are representing as well.
Yep, so I generally draw a line where price has been rejected. So where you get I'll show you. Oh, I'm on the wrong tool, no wonder.
Thanks, man.
So you're right, no worries. So I'll use Bitcoin as an example here. So, and we'll zoom out a bit and let's say the 4-hour chart. So when price reaches a high point, I tend to draw a line. That was the highest point, and it's past resistance, like here, that's indicating that there's resistance on that line. So that means that in the future, there's likely to be a bounce off that same line as support. And look what we got, a bounce here. So previous resistance becomes future support. Previous support can become future resistance as well, which means, you know, it's basically in the opposite direction. So I'll show you what that looks like if I flip my chart. So previous, previous support in a downtrend can become future resistance. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So the line, how do I point out to it without having a cursor? So where you have the triangle, the line going up from that green bit just above the yellow line.
Just here, this high point.
Yes.
Yep. You could pick this here as a line of possible support in the future because it was previous resistance. So I would say that quite confidently that's going to be probably a line of where we get some kind of bounce. You can see here, look, the price has bounced here twice now. If we go down to a smaller time frame like the 1 minute chart, you can see that we've got a double bottom. There's a bounce here and a bounce here. So that means this line, or this level, which is 53.5 cents, would be some kind of line of support. It's basically just, if you just like zoom out and you look back to where the price has reacted before, that's what you're looking at as like a point of interest or a point of reference for potential support in the future, or, you know.
Oh, cool. This simplifies it very much. It's great advice. Thanks, Rick.
You're welcome. Hey guys, I'm gonna go make a coffee, so I might be back on in a few minutes, but don't stress about this chart. Do you have any quick, urgent questions? You said wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you one thing real quick. Have you taken a look at Ethereum on like some of the higher time frames? To me, it kind of looks like a Head and Shoulders, but I'm not sure like if you've seen it.
Let's have a look. It's just loading. Ethereum.
I wanted to ask you as well, Rick, if you're doing Ethereum, because that one's going up, as we all know, like crazy amounts. So I'm kind of wanting to sort of even, I've put like a quarter of my capital in there.
Okay.
I bought it at at 0.15, and that was some $500 US. So
0.15
I'd really
Ethereum?
Yeah.
Is that like against Bitcoin or against the dollar?
That is against the US dollar.
Okay. And what do you mean by 0.15?
As in I didn't get one Ethereum.
Okay, I gotcha. That's the quantity. Okay, sorry, I thought you meant price. I'm like, if you bought it at 0.15 in price. Do you know what price you bought it at? Was it like above $3,000 or was it below?
I'll just confirm that for you. I'm gonna have a look in the Binance app and come back to you in 2 seconds.
Yep. For the person while you're
hey guys, let's save all the questions so Rick can go get some coffee.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I don't think anything's going to happen in 5 minutes on Ethereum. Like nothing dramatic. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
Sure. Thanks. Cheers, Rick.
No worries.
I love how peaceful it is when Rick is here.
He's got the most soothing voice.
Mesmerized.
Make it a big coffee.
It's very soothing. His voice is the antithesis of FOMO.
Count down to 6 people talking at once. 5, 4.
Rick's voice is like having a Valium.
Seriously, there was a bunch of people. Hey, on his YouTube chat, there's a bunch of people asking if he how do they pay him. And a couple people yes, yeah, you're right. He does do this pro bono. He does have options for PayPal, Bitcoin, how to donate to him if you would like to.
If you really do want to
Those are in
donate
his
to Rick,
description.
I recommend not doing super chats on his channel though, because YouTube takes like a hefty portion of that. So I would wait till I knew exactly how to donate directly to him.
I don't know if he's able to get them yet either though, because you have to be monetized. I don't know.
It's
how
in
many
his
subs
description, Gus.
Yeah, it's in his
PayPal and
description.
BTC.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Nice.
Did anyone see
how Meek Mill just announced he bought $50,000 worth of Dogecoin?
Nope, didn't see that. That was just now.
Yeah.
Because I know he had already announced he was buying it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, he
I'm about to actually just sold my Ethereum that I was holding because I don't think that Ethereum is at the peak yet, but I also think that when it does hit its peak, it will probably come back to the levels it is right now, around there, and consolidate. So I sold my Ethereum so I can make different investments for now.
Where do you think the peak will be?
I think the peak is probably around 4,000 for Ethereum, and then it'll come back down. And when we see it drop, I think it's gonna bleed out into some of the other altcoins. So it's kind of what I'm banking on right now. You can see Chainlink going off today, which is pretty nice, while Ethereum is taking a breather. Chainlink is just going up, dude.
What makes you say that it's going to peak
let us
about
know,
300,000? Sorry, 3,000.
No. 4,000 is where I think it will peak at, or around 4,000, not 3,000.
Sorry,
But that's
3,000. And what makes you sort of come to that conclusion?
That's just kind of like, I mean, most people that I've listened to and some of the articles I've read, it was, you know, the general idea was between 3,000 and 5,000 is where Ethereum would get to on this run. And I mean, it's been straight up for like a week, so it does need to come down, but I think it probably has gas in the tank to get to 4. But after it gets to 4, it's definitely going to have to consolidate. It's going to have to come back down and retrace a little bit. And so whenever that happens, the money, the profits that people take from that 4,000 peak, they're going to take that and they're going to start putting it into some of the larger cap altcoins underneath Ethereum. It's just part of the cycle, the altcoin cycle. So altcoin season is like kind of the last part of the cycle, and it starts with Ethereum taking dominance away from Bitcoin and stealing the show. And when Ethereum's done with its run, that's when the larger cap altcoins go off. And then after the larger cap altcoins go off, usually Bitcoin goes on a run and takes back dominance. And then you'll see pretty much everything go on the run with Bitcoin. That's when like everyone FOMOs into crypto. It's what happened in 2017. So I'm just kind of going off like the theory behind the market cycles for like the crypto market. And
Gotcha.
yeah, I think it's gonna probably top out. That's why I was asking Rick about the head and shoulders though, because this could be it right here. It got to 3,500, and to me it looks like a head and shoulders forming. So this could be, you know, the retracement that we're looking for in Ethereum. And while it retraces, that's going to give some of the larger cap altcoins a chance to run. So if this head and shoulders is a real thing, which like I think it is, but I would prefer to have Rick's opinion on it, then I think you should probably think about trying to take profit right now before it dips any lower and putting it into some larger cap altcoins, especially like DeFi. This is just my opinion though, not financial advice. You gotta like do your own research, but this is just what I've come to.
Oh, what's going on with Doge?
Dude, Doge is
recommendation.
Doge is dipping. Holy shit.
This would
Yo, what did I just come back to, bro? Hold on, quiet guys, please.
Goof off Goose, what did you say?
I said I don't 100% agree with that recommendation. At this very minute, this would not be the time I would pull profits. I would probably wait till later on this evening.
Okay.
Coming in with the scalp alert on this one.
Buy the deal.
Yeah, yeah.
Opportunity right here.
Big whale action.
Yeah, I'm about to buy this dip.
I bought the dip at the top.
50 cents is prime for a scalp. You're going to make such good money in no time.
You guys see that once it fell though out of its triangle, that now it has usually a larger drop.
Don't go all in on it because you might go down to the next floor, like he's saying there too. You always go slowly. You keep averaging down until you get to the bottom of it.
Oh, I'm averaging down. I'm in at 56.
Oof, gonna have to change that triangle now, huh?
You said your average was 56?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the same as me. My average is 56.
Hey guys. Well, at least I don't feel so bad. I mean, I've just been looking for a new entry point all day, and I saw it moving the way it was, and
JD's
I was
average
like, all right, this might be a good one.
50.
It's got a little bit further to go, y'all. Just keep a little bit further to go.
I shouldn't be worried at 30
Instant money. Then this is what scalping is beautiful for.
Let's go. I got it.
did y'all just buy it
It's
on-
right back to 5.
Yes, I'll buy right there.
And then it goes back down to 5. What?
4.9. I put 500.
Attention,
You literally could have just got 10% there.
attention, Kmart shoppers. Would like to remind everybody that Webull and likely Robinhood is in maintenance right now, so don't panic.
Yeah, Robinhood just went from 48 cents to 54 in like 2 seconds.
Good call, because I was down like 10%, and then I went from down 10% to up 1% in about 30 seconds.
So if I back out on the 30-minute chart, I don't have to change my triangle.
Are y'all starting to believe me that I'm good at the scalping thing? Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Dude, every time you open your mouse, I literally am clicking buy.
I just
and
made,
then
I just
every
made
time you talk
$2,500
to me,
bro. I just made $280 in what? Well,
I just made the fastest
11 seconds.
$500 of my life.
Yeah, well, I can afford sushi now. Thank you, Doug.
Wait, who said they were appreciating their own? Like, who said, "Are you appreciating my shit now"?
JD, man, the one giving the scalps today,
dude,
my brother.
he's called the scalps all day.
I have not missed yet.
He literally calls them every time they dip.
I'm looking for certain.
who's the one that called? Dang, I missed out on
when
that.
When
I got a
charts
question.
give you what you're looking for, you play it. That's all it is. It's simple.
Who's the one that calls? I have a question. Yeah, me too.
Go ahead.
If this is for scalpers.
Wait, is there another one, JD?
Push the top.
Oh, it's coming back.
This is for the scalpers, and this is not a financial question, but when are you jumping back in? Because I just threw a 500 at the 4.9, so I'm just gonna watch. Well, I personally got it at the 5.0
I'm sorry.
Let's
Really important. If this goes all the way, it's not all the way back down, but almost all the way back down to that same entry point that we wanted. Trust me, we don't want to lower the last entry point. We want it to be just a little bit higher. If it goes down just a little bit higher, so actually right here, might even be turning a bit.
Hey, my average is 56 also.
I like to be patient though, and I like to wait for the right setup. If it doesn't give it to me, and even if it turns here and I miss it and I miss $100, oh well, because I know that I'm playing to what I'm comfortable with.
Guys,
Because
can I add
all the
some
way almost.
as far that will explain what's going on as far as what we're seeing with this red candle, please?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So earlier, like about an hour ago, I think his name was Rick, was explaining like the order book and the spoofing. That's what they call spoofing, right? When you see the orders below or above, and you have a perceived notion that there's a wall or there's support or there's a resistance. So when you see that, for example, we saw that it went from 53 and it went down to 49. So 52 and 51 didn't hold for more than 30 seconds. And then you saw the bounce back up. All of the orders, the pending orders that you saw there, were pulled as the selling pressure came in. That's exactly what Rick was talking about. So that's the spoofing. You had perceived support, and obviously wasn't support because those prices didn't even hold, like I said, for more than 30 seconds. So that's what you have to understand about the order book. Not everything that you see there is true. What's the most important thing is the volume that's coming in after you get in, and obviously the distribution of the coins that are being bought and sold. But don't weigh too much into like walls and stuff, because that can all change by simply canceling the orders, and you saw it there. 51 and 52 is not holding for very long.
Yeah,
They
but
do
you
that
also
in
see
small cap
this.
stocks all the time.
Press to talk.
I said you always see this happen around the same time, 5:30.
Push to talk. So, if anybody's wondering, YouTube got restarted again. So the old live stream that Tane just started was shut down, and there's a new one. Just in case you're wondering.
No, I was staying around 5:35. It always does something funny.
So if you say around 535, then what is around 535? U.S. market closes. U.S. market closes at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So you need to compare. You take a journal and you start writing everything, all the tendencies. Because I have more than 16 years in this. I'm almost 40 years old. Okay, I started this when I was like 22. So you write down every tendencies from times to drops to things like when it's price. When you're waiting for high impact news, look at the volume and look at the formations that you always see before high impact news, and you start keeping a journal. You'll notice that you hit it more times than none, but you have to keep one yourself.
Can I ask Goof Off Goose why you said later tonight? Like, is there something happening tonight with Ethereum?
No, with Doge, because I saw it dropping when you were saying that, and that wouldn't have been the time I would sold Doge. I would sell it later when it goes back up, because it will, and then scope out Ethereum.
Oh, I wasn't saying sell my Doge. I was saying I was gonna sell off my Ethereum. Did you think I was saying?
Oh yeah,
Doge?
No, I thought it the other way around.
I thought so too.
No. I wasn't saying I was selling my Doge. I was saying if there's a head and shoulders forming in Ethereum, that I was gonna sell my Ethereum and put it into different assets. But as far as Doge, I'm holding right now. I mean, I think it's gonna continue.
Okay. Yeah. Quick question. Is Rick here still?
No,
he went to go get coffee.
All right. Is Adam or Tame or anybody here?
Adam's at a restaurant.
What would you like to?
Quick question about that huge dump. It's like amazing. I just had to go somewhere and I had to get in my car. But that dump, was that just a bunch of cells on the order book? Because I can't see anything.
Sir, all the movement that you see, this is what you guys need to understand. You guys are forgetting this because we have bias towards the coin. Listen, if the world stops today and no one trades Doge, it will not go up nor go down. So when you see massive drops, like you see 6 cents, 7 cents, it means that everything you saw in the order book, this is what I've been saying since day one, it's not real. What's real is what happens in the moment. Because like Rick said, they can spoof it. You do the same thing with stocks. You have $10,000 in Ameritrade. You take a penny stock. You then route your 10,000 through 8 different market makers. You put them on the bid, and then you put a fake volume, and it looks like it has a whole bunch of support. And then when people start hitting the bid, and it gets close to your time to fill, you cancel. And then you create a humongous gap, and that's why you see the price go. It drops quickly.
Yep.
So is that the same thing that happens with that, like with those huge buy pressures? Basically, the opposite way around?
Sir, literally, that's exactly what's happening. Everything else that we talk about is just like what we would call fluff. It just makes us feel comfortable at holding at night. But what we cannot see is the volume that's coming in. That's why any indicator can never tell you what's going to happen on the next 1 minute candle. Everything happens on the start of a 1 minute candle. Whether you're looking at a 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 3 minute chart, 15 minute, 1 hour. Everything starts on the 1 minute. When a new 1 minute candle starts, that's when you get that humongous boom. You can prove it by looking at the big humongous candles and looking at the timestamp. And notice when you see that boom happens at the start of a 1 minute candle, not in the last 10 seconds, never.
Thanks so much, Alex. That is so true.
Yeah, that's
really
pretty
good.
nice.
I liked it.
I've seen that before in real time happen, but I've never really thought about it until you just said that.
So the thing is that you guys are at a handicap. That's why I wish you guys were all overseas and you guys can trade using MT4, because the things that happen to you guys would never happen to us. Like you put a pending order and then it like skips you and then fills. I'm like, that's used to happen to me in stocks, like in 2006, 2007. We are in 2020, bro, 2021. That's unacceptable, especially considering the fact that when you are buying coins, you are buying a freaking digital version of it, and they don't even have to hold it for 3 days or 4 days like they make you guys hold like the round trip rule. That's crap.
Thanks for the insight on that.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So then basically, like you were saying, those TAs are fluff to make us feel good, but what would be a sustainable resistance. But no, I'm not saying like all the PAs. I'm saying like for the moment. But like what would be a sustainable resistance point, an actual legitimate resistance support for Dogecoin right now?
No clue. I mean, like, my mentality when I look at a chart is much different than Rick's and everyone else's, right? So I can't tell you where the support and the resistance is going to be because I know that the volume that's coming in right after my conversation is what really matters. Like, honestly, if you knew that it would drop 6 cents before it would go up 2 cents, why would you hold? You would short it or you would close and let it drop and then buy back in. Everyone knows that. You understand? So it's like if you knew for sure, then you wouldn't. I mean, like, that's why it's like earlier someone said, someone got mad, like, in the chat when they said shorting. Bro, it was at that time, it was at like 48, 49 cents. Shorting, there's no more risk on the short side than there is on the long side. That's one of the biggest fallacies that you could ever have. You are not taking any more risk by shorting than you are by longing. Right? You are technically doing the opposite of what you would do when you would buy the shares when you want it to go up. When you short the shares, is because you have someone that's on the bid that didn't get filled on the ass, that wants to get it, that wants to get out, right? They are giving you.
I got some good movement.
When it drops and you profit, you then return the shares or the coins on the ass.
Who's talking right now? I know people don't want to interrupt you, but your mic is really bad. Just go to voice settings. Are you on the phone or a computer?
No, I'm on the laptop.
Voice settings, and make sure you have automatic gain control, and maybe turn off a little bit of echo cancellation, and you'll see. Maybe you also need advanced noise reduction. I might be hearing your laptop fan. That's probably what we're hearing.
I think you need to send him a headset thing.
Yeah,
sounds like he's in
he
a
deserves it.
No, I'm outside. That's why.
Well, if it's not being outside, then it's the dogs. You got those crazy dogs. Where are they? Alex, your dogs, did you put them outside or?
Yeah, I have like a very.
It sounded like they were attacking you, man. I was worried. I was about to fly to Panama to save you.
Yeah, it was 3 o'clock. It was 3 o'clock in the morning when you heard those crazy dogs barking. So.
And you were hilarious, man. You just kept on explaining whatever you're talking about, and everybody else is going, "Oh my God, the dogs! Make them stop! Make them stop!"
What happened?
I went to go sell the dip, and I wasn't looking at. I was trying to hurry up, because I didn't put a limit in, so I was gonna hurry up and try to catch the dip. I put a limit in to sell all my Doge on accident.
Damn.
Oh.
That ain't shit, man. I'm gonna buy back in and get back up.
No.
Dude, I wish.
Can I share something real quick?
Robin Hood really did me dirty. I had 4 I was driving. And
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Before we do that, we've already talked about Robinhood before. We're gonna have to drop that down to another channel because it just starts a whole firestorm of people mad at Robinhood.
Movie time channel.
I'm so
Guys,
sorry.
if you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Yep. Go to movie time.
I just got back on. Sorry, I was driving pit stop.
Yes. Thank you. Next subject.
This dip going on. What in the world?
I wish I would have had more money and freaking typed in, because I'd have put all in on that dip.
So, can I?
This was like my first big successful scalp. So I'm super happy right now, guys. Thanks so much.
My push to talk stopped working. I'm really
Goose,
not.
You sound kind of low. Like, I don't know what's going on with your volume. I can hear you. It just sounds
How about
kind of low.
now? Is that okay? Is that
Yes,
better?
a little bit better. A little bit better.
Noise suppression. I'm kind of confused as to why everybody's so surprised about this dip. We've talked about retracement for days and days, and we all saw how fast this thing.
Push to talk.
This is a good thing. This needed to happen if you guys want to push up past 60 and stay. So just buy back in.
Hey, can I say something to you real quick? To that gentleman just said I should have went all in on that. Please don't do that. Please, if I give you, never go in all in. Please, I'm asking.
Goose,
no matter
go ahead,
how much
continue.
you can see it coming, don't go all in.
No, I thought.
Hold on, stop, gentlemen. Goose, were you? So one thing, she was in the middle of talking, and you just like started talking. Goose, are you sure you don't want to just complete your thought?
My push to talk won't stay going, so I want to keep cutting off my sentences. I was just saying, like, you know, you guys just need to think back to everything that we talk about when we talk about retracement. You know, what Rick talks about.
Push your talk.
All comes back to that it was going to go back down. So now is a great time to buy because it's retracing, it's building strength, and it'll go back.
Second entrance.
So what I was talking about though was like that big there was a freaking, it went down to 497 and shot right back up to 5.5.
Is that
That's
on
what I was talking about. I wish I would have went all in on, because clearly there was some maintenance on some platform that caused that huge dip and then the huge spike right after. That's why I said I wish I would have went all in, because I would have caught all in right at the bottom and then sold right at the top.
But you should really create rules for yourself and stick to them. I'm just about minimizing risk is how I play my game, and it works very well if you do it that way.
Yeah, we can't.
Guys, I have a question.
Yep.
Go ahead with your question.
Yeah, are we waiting for 0.50 or 4.5?
No, 4.9 already happened.
What?
Racing back up.
Did 4.9 happen on Robinhood or something? Because I'm not seeing 4.9.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
To the lady that's regulating this channel, I just want to say I fucking love you. Great job.
Love you too. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, right now I think we bounced off. I mean, I guess the 4.9 is kind of low, but what I'm looking at on TradingView, it looks like we bounced off like the secondary resistance that we had underneath. So we were in the wedge and we kind of fell through that resistance that we were riding on for a while down to like a parallel resistance right underneath of it. So we like bounced off that, and I think maybe we'll come down and retest it again. The 200-day moving average as well on the 5-minute, I think, is what we bounced off of. So.
Hey guys, can I
how do we look going into the evening?
Hello?
I think
try
our
not to talk
TA
over the guy was speaking and then you talked over him asking a follow-up question. So
It's all right. Sometimes like there's a delay and stuff. Just try and be respectful.
No doubt.
I guess the sentiment, the general sentiment, is like pretty bullish in here. I'm pretty sure most people think that this is a good thing, and we're going to continue on our journey upwards. So that's
this thing is being accepted more and more by more and more people for payments as well. So it's gotten even more legitimacy. So it's no longer a hype train without tracks, in my opinion. It has traction now.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to look at this a little bit longer as well. Like when you zoom out a little bit and you look at like the 4-hour chart, we're like blasting away the 50 and the 200-day moving average right now. So at least in my mind, I'm waiting for a little bit. There's definitely a possibility that we pop up, over 60, 70 cents, based on what we've been doing. But there's also the possibility that we retrace back down a little bit and even dip below 40 over the next week or two. Just to fill in those gaps that we're blasting off from right now. I don't think that's a long-term problem. I think that would be a healthy thing.
I agree.
I've even got buy limits underneath to prepare for that.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at like what would be an ideal get back in zone for me would probably be like 35, maybe a little over 35.
Right after SNL, it dropped to 10 cents right after SNL. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah, I like front running and stuff a little bit. So if you think wherever, whatever numbers your bottom, you can front run it to kind of make sure you get in. Sure, you'll go red, but if you know it will go back positive, why not get in a little
early? Right. Yeah, just looking at the 4-hour, like I have a feeling that eventually we're we're gonna come back and test the 200 day at least at some point in the next few weeks.
I feel like we're going to consolidate up here and then move around like we did last time.
Are you thinking this, like, in your opinion, are you feeling like this is going to happen before Saturday? That's why you're not getting in right now? Or are you just saying, like, in general, you think that this is going to happen? Because we didn't even come back to test the 200-day moving average after, like, the first time we hit an all-time high at 44. Like,
Yeah, well, we did. If you look at the wick on the 4 hour, we actually dropped below the 200 day. When it went down to 14, we just like kissed right under the 200 day right after that big spike. So
on the 4 hour?
Yeah, on the 4 hour.
Maybe you have a different chart than me. Mine's only going to like 16 cents. So.
Oh yeah, I
and
see.
The 200 day is at 12 cents, right underneath that wick for me.
I see. Well, yeah, I'm definitely confident for long-term growth, but I'm not. I don't think that this is going to happen before the SNL stuff, or even necessarily right after. Obviously, it's all speculation, but I'm really thinking that we're going to come back and do a little bit of consolidating in the 40s at least.
All right, I do too. I think it's going to work its way around and feel for a consolidating level, whether that be here around 50 or in the 40s.
Well,
but I could be wrong.
Gonna happen tonight.
My original expectation.
Yeah, it's always good to hear like a different viewpoint. I hope that that's not true, because honestly, I want this thing to ride till Saturday, at least.
So my viewpoint is like what you're saying. I can see that happening to like a lot of altcoins, but I feel that DOGECOIN has so much more momentum than any other cryptocurrency that it's really like unpredictable in terms of what to expect in terms of other cryptos. I think personally, I think that we are gonna like just keep going up, and I don't think we're gonna see 40 cents for a while. My personal opinion.
Yeah.
I think if we do get a retracement, it'll go down to 40 cents, but I see this going more towards like 80 cents and then dropping back down to like this level to consolidate and then going back up. That's just my viewpoint.
I'd have to say I agree, just because of like usually like when things go parabolic, especially like where we're at right now, they just continue to get more and more parabolic every step of the way. So like I don't really see it going back down to 40 right now either, but it is good to know that that's a possibility, because I definitely can see how it could happen. I just think that if it did that right now, it would stay down there for too long. Like it wouldn't make sense to me, I guess, personally.
Yeah, I think it might take some time if it is going to happen. Like with all the hype that's going on right now, it's definitely like I wouldn't be surprised, to see that 69 number. I really wouldn't.
My original.
Just be careful though. It has gone down there in the past, and it stayed down there for a little bit. That significant dip in the 20s.
Isn't this just a normal price action? That's
it's
just going across the board with Ethereum and the rest of them, man. I don't think this is anything to worry about right now.
Right, but no emotions. If it goes down in the 40s and sits, it might, but don't pull.
Yeah, don't be
You're
afraid.
gonna regret it if you pull.
Yeah.
You know what? It's gonna be some pretty negative numbers for a little bit. But the people that pulled when they were in the 30s going down to the 20s and the teens all learned the lesson really quick.
I learned the lesson already, man. So yeah, I'm holding if it goes down.
Yeah, that's why I'm not in right now. Like I would rather wait and see where we consolidate at. What's the amount of growth that's happening right now is insane. And I can't expect it just to do that every day, or like every. It's going to take some time. I definitely see long term though that this thing is going places. So.
My original plan was that it was going to hit 50 cents at some point in time above within the next couple weeks. Given that this SNL BS is going on, whether or not that actually has anything to do with it remains to be seen, or it's just being used as a talk point and catalyst. but I had expected it to potentially get up to 65 cents. And if it did that and above and beyond that, then this thing would have gone up pretty high, more than 80 cents. And then there would have been a pretty good sell off, or it could have even gone all over $1.
I think a good thing to remember is like that first big run up that we had, the 44 cents. I think like that was partly due to the fact that there was like a couple platforms that started like offering Doge for trading.
Increased volume, yeah.
Yeah. So like this is kind of similar where eToro's just, you know, announced that they're doing it, and then somebody else did too. I think it's just the same thing. Like they have to buy. So this is like institution fueled, but also at the same time, like since it's the meme and it's part of pop culture, because it's like going up in price, then you get all this like media coverage of it as well at the same time, which draws retail in.
I just read some basketball team is going to be taking Doge for their game tickets now.
Yes.
I think it was the Oakland A's or the Athletics, one of the two baseball clubs. I don't know which one, but I know it starts with an A.
Was that
Those are the same club.
Basketball? Okay.
Since the hot dog kind of cooled down here, can somebody check?
Push to talk. What do you want us to check?
Going once, going twice. Push to talk.
I got my coffee.
Alright.
By the way.
Uh-oh.
I'm back.
Oh, hey Rick, just in time.
I got a big
Shit, you guys, I gotta let this phone cool down.
shot cappuccino.
Let me let this phone cool down and I'll come back on in a little bit. I love you guys, sorry.
What were you doing? I think you were just dumping to that 49.
Sorry.
No.